obviously Virgil's a main event. Is that, given you have a victory, he has a victory, is that a fight you're going to try to push for, being that's one of the easier ones to make because you guys are in the same stable and everything?
I'm just tired of like even being like this is the first time I was a co-main event. But in every fight that I fight, I'm the main attraction. The main attraction. We don't, like when you turn on the news right after the fight, you don't see the main event. People don't care about what happened. They just care about who's Blair the Flair. After this fight, look on the news. Blair the Flair's story is gonna be there. And then once again, it's gonna prove that Blair the Flair is the one that we should be looking at. I'm tired of even like playing these games. I don't even care to fight Virgil Ortiz. He haven't really fought anybody. And then like once I beat him, it'd be like, okay, but he never fought nobody, so who are you? I'm tired of these type of fights. Because like I am proving myself over and over and over again. Over and over and over again. You know what I mean? Like, how many real tests have Ortiz been through? That like people actually thought that he was gonna lose. I've been through that shit so much, it's ridiculous.
What do you make of the disqualifying comments that kind of have been circling around in boxing, where one fighter of a particular skill set or status can simply look at a guy in your position and just say, he's a nobody. I don't have to fight him because he hasn't fought anybody else. What are your sentiments toward that type of attitude?
Most of these fighters that are saying that aren't fighting anybody. You know what I mean? We haven't seen any real fighters out there because boxing has become this thing where as though it's more business oriented than like oriented in other ways when it comes to entertainment and sport. Look, if this was a sport, the best would be the best, period. Hands down. I would have a whole lot more fights and I would have proven myself way more. And people like Ennis and Virgil would have to actually fight somebody instead of lightly treading along and fighting just certain fights that get them qualified for like a ranking. I just want to see better. I want to see better, and boxing wants to see better. And you know who else wants to see better? The people. And that's why I'm here.
Let me shift gears here for a second as Freddie Rose finishes wrapping up your hands. As you look to your right, you see the Ukrainian flag. We've got several of who's who in boxing from the Ukraine with Vasily Lomachenko, Usyk, and the Klitschko brothers going back to defend their homeland. Let me get your thoughts on the bravery of that foursome. Tell me what you think about that.
My heart goes out with everybody that's going through the trials and tribulations of war in the Ukraine. That is nothing to play with, and part of my proceeds of my fight from my hands, from my own pocket, is going to the relief of these people in Ukraine. It is serious what's going on in politics, and it's a shame that the people that's in entertainment have to be quiet about what's happening with the government, what's happening with politics. We just have to be quiet. We just have to be quiet, don't we? Because we can't possibly let another Muhammad Ali come to power. Blair the Flair's here, and I'm not afraid to stand for what's right.
Blair, what is this kind of beef with Ennis derived from? Is it like some history from Philly, or is it just he's one of the contenders that in your weight class and that's what it is?
Well, honestly, I really don't hold no ill feelings. I'm proud of him for doing his thing, but at the end of the day, like boxing and the titles and all this stuff, imagine it like this. We're at a table. Thanksgiving feast. Now the thing is, everybody can eat. Everybody can eat. I guarantee you, you're gonna eat. Everybody's gonna eat. But there's a problem with that. We can't all eat at the same time. So, then you have people that are sitting here waiting, hungry, starving. And then you have old fighters that sat around at the table, did not retire, and just waited and waited and ate and ate and ate. And eventually somebody will come up behind them, snatch that seat from up under them, push them to the side, and get to eating. And then you have young fighters like Ennis and myself that's been hungry. And the people that's more hungry than ever are the ones that are starved out a little bit. They've been there for a long time waiting patiently to eat. And then that seat opens up. And when that seat opens up, you have Ennis that says, oh, that's my seat. And I'm like, nah, young boy, nah. It's not your time yet. See, I didn't die. I didn't die from being starved out. I didn't die from the poverty and the depression and the anxiety. I didn't die from homelessness. I'm sorry, but it's my time to eat. So you're gonna step aside, or I'm gonna knock your ass off and eat. But when it's time for you to eat, it's gonna be time for you to eat. Do I think Ennis' time is coming? Absolutely. But Blair the Flair is here. And it's Blair the Flair's time right now.
Would you support a tournament of you young up-and-coming contenders at 147 to see who should get the next title shot? Would you support that?
I think I would support a title, a tournament to fight me, because I already been through it. I would support a tournament to fight Blair the Flair. When Blair the Flair gets to the top of the league, I would support a tournament to fight Blair the Flair. Why? Because I already been through the fire. I want to see them go through the fire first. Prove that you're great and then fight the great one.